It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Brooklyn. It's the Ravens and the Beats on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Brooklyn Beats. Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. From the gun, Jackson to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. On 4th down on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Woodward. He finds his man. Complete. That's Page. 12 yards there and a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Woodward. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And now a carry here for their fullback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
And defensively, you're going to have some guys with hands on hips looking to the heavens right now. You've got a fairly clean shot at the quarterback here, but he's able to worm his way out of that initial contact, and not only that, he's able to hot-foot it downfield for good yardage.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They go play action with Jackson. And this is Randall here over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's the option going left on second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's first and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw on second down, Woodward. Binds, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Woodward. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Page. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Jackson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. It's caught by Randall. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says that the slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Again, Jackson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the give, this is their fullback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Caught on the slant. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 4th down. Here's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run on first down. It's Lamb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Looking to throw on second down. Woodward. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Lamb, and some room to maneuver. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lamb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Woodward. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Woodward. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. The give to the fullback on the dive. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Jackson now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, he obviously read man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now Jackson on first down. He's got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw on second down. Woodward going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a first down as they're in the field goal range now at the 30. He finds his man, complete. It's Page. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And it's a short one here, complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home the Lamar Hunt Trophy and represent the AFC.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Lamb takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, it's Lamb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Looking to throw on second down. Woodward. Over the middle, complete. It's Page. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now a give right side. Lamb to the 36-yard line. Stop there. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Looking to throw. Woodward. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Page. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run on first down. It's Lamb, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Woodward. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Woodward. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. And they'll begin by running the option. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Woodward. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
He'll get this to about the 38. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Lamb, he'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. From the gun on 3rd down, Woodward. And he's got some space here. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st down, it's Lamb, and he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. To throw on 2nd down, Woodward. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw on 3rd down, Woodward. That pass complete to Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Back to throw, Woodward. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Back to throw again. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been They didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Ravens ready to take over. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a two-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
On third down, Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Woodward. And he's got his big tight end here. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Lamb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, Woodward. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And now here come the Ravens. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Jackson. That's complete to Mooney. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is the spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that a good call by John Harbaugh in tossing out that red flag. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Down to the 25.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is Randall here over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game. Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 8, 2:25 remaining. They need a touchdown to keep their Super Bowl hopes alive as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
And the Ravens taking the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing now is Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late, they're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
He's back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one. And how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, Woodward. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Woodward. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the team